I wanted to talk about something that I think was the key main factor that influenced my jewelry business and turned it into a successful jewelry business. And that is not letting emotions drive your business decisions. So let's unpack this a little bit, and I'm going to share my experiences in how I did this a lot for many years and how it didn't work until I managed to finally click that switch in my brain and turn things around to actually make proper profit and proper sales. So initially, when I started my jewelry business, it felt like the most personal expression of my deepest soul's desires, and what I was sharing felt like I was bearing my soul, streaking through a street naked by sharing my designs. And if you're in the early stages and you're just at that point where you're thinking about showing people your jewelry, then you know what I mean. And obviously this is where we all begin, because it is quite a personal thing, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But there comes a point where you need to just do it, be bold, be brave, step out there, and then show people your designs. And that's the first stage. And it feels very personal for a really long time. But there comes a point where you need to make that decision of, is this a jewelry business or is this a hobby, and this is something I'm doing for fun? And if it's something for fun, then sure, it's a personal expression, keep it that way. But if you do want to actually build a successful business and make good sales and make a profit from it, then you need to be making slightly different decisions and choices to help move that business forward. So this is something that it took me a long time to actually get to that point where I felt like I could even comprehend that sort of mindset shift. And it was huge. It felt really hard because I didn't want to lose the personal aspect of my jewelry. I didn't want it to not be a personal expression. And by me switching it, it wasn't. And that's the big thing. I thought I was going to lose what it was by doing that, by outsourcing the making, by, I don't know, just doing all of the things that are actually important for the business. So things that I did to move things forward were, one, stepping back, stepping out and looking at things, and rather thinking, what do I want to do today? Rather, what does the business need me to do today to move it forward? So that was something that I switched. Rather than what do I want to do, what's the business need? And again, on top of that, what does my customer need to hear on my social media, for example, in my emails, any communication I have with them? What do they need to hear from me, rather than what do I feel like sharing? And it doesn't mean what you're sharing is not personal and not important, but it just means what you're choosing to share also interests those who are those looking in. So that's where I'm not sure exactly which, I think it might have actually been Ali Abdel. If you haven't checked him out, he teaches people how to build YouTube videos, YouTube channels. Super interesting guy, used to be a doctor. Anyway, basically, I just started listening to lots of different people, lots of different YouTubers, lots of different podcasts, and educating myself and shifting my mind and opening my mind to see things in a different and fresh new perspective, from a business perspective, rather than from me doing my little thing and having fun with it, to me, how can I have fun with this even longer and even more by expanding this and building this and growing this, because I love it so much. So Ali Abdel said, before people buy from you, they need to get to know you, like you, and trust you. He didn't invent this. This is just how sales work, and just something I'd never really heard of before. And if you've been around, been watching my YouTube videos and my Instagram, I'm sure you've heard me saying no last multiple times, because when it clicks, it clicks. So that was something that was really important and a big shift. And if I hadn't been open to learning and open to, learning from others and just posting what I want to post and what I need to know, then I wouldn't be sitting here in Bali. And that's something that I see so many people do on social media, is post what they like, when they want, how they want. But it actually needs to be so much more strategic than that. And that's why I created a whole Instagram course. This is not the reason of this video, but it just came to this point. It's so important, basically, to actually focus on what the customer needs to hear from you in order to buy from you. So I have a whole Instagram course all about that. I'll link it down below if you're interested in learning about that. But basically, making important decisions based on strategy rather than emotion will definitely move things forward a whole lot faster. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but this was really a big one for me. And I think it's really an important topic to look into. So another thing that I did as well was, rather than wake up in the morning and thinking, what do I feel like doing today? Have a plan, write a list, write all the important things that will help move things forward. So whether that is the not so fun tasks and jobs, that's what I did. And I made sure I did them at the beginning of the day, because then you tap on the back, great, I did that, I feel great, I can move forward. And now I can have fun and I can continue making all those rings that I was planning on making, rather than making those rings and at the back of your mind thinking, oh, I need to go and write the email, oh, I need to go and order more of that's jump rings, or whatever it is you need to do that's not as fun as the making. Think about the other tasks rather than boring things that you don't want to do, that you want to avoid, but rather think of them as things to support you so that you can make more, so that you can be at the bench more and you can continually sustain this jewelry business. Because at the end of the day, a business is only successful if it has all of the key factors met and things are running smoothly. But if you're not doing the things that need to be done and turning the other way and ignoring all of them, it's not going to work. And that's just the bottom line. That's just a fact. So have a think about what you're doing. If this resonates with you, hopefully it's helpful. It definitely helped me a lot to shift that. And it wasn't an overnight thing either, guys. It wasn't like, oh yeah, click, all right, I got it. It was like a constant reminder, right, what does the business need to move forward? Not what I want to do, what does the business need to move forward? And when you always ask from that, then yeah, things are going to move forward a lot quicker. And if you don't know what to do, then you're already on YouTube watching content, looking for information on that, then you're doing the right thing already. So I'll drop some links down below of other helpful resources in case you want to check those out as well. But keep going, guys. You've got this. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.